The summer continues to be hot. We are here at the beginning of August as school is heading back. Let's take a look at numbers for the market here in Tippecanoe County for July. Hi, I'm Geoff Gooch, your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice with the Russell Company powered by App Properties. And if you love home here in the Lafayette area, please reach out. You can give me a call or a text and an email. All of my information is right here below, or scan the QR code and load it directly into your phone. All right, so let's dive into the numbers here. So the word is hot. I mean, we're in summer. That's really the word for it. Let's dive into the numbers. So I'm going to show you my spreadsheet, and don't worry, I know it's a lot to see on screen, but I'll talk you through it. So we're looking down here at the bottom line, July of 2024. In 2024, July, we had 195 homes sold in all of Tippecanoe County. And it would help if I got myself out of the way. There we go. So that is right on trend with what we have seen throughout the summer. It's exactly the number of homes that were sold in May. We had a little bit of a dip in June. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know that the real estate market is tied to the temperature. The hotter it gets outside, the hotter the market gets. And so we see these seasonal fluctuations. And so things will continue to tick up here through the end of July and into August, and then we'll start cooling off as we get into fall and the focus changes to more of an indoor lifestyle, perhaps. So 195 sales last month in all of Tippecanoe County. That's Lafayette, West Lafayette, Battleground. It's everywhere in Tippecanoe County, the entire county area. The days on market really kind of speak to how hot the market is. And let's talk straight through the numbers. The high was 230 days. So let's do some math here. About 8 months was the high. Don't freak out about that. Let's move on. The low is always 0. That's how the data works. The average and the median are the two numbers we really want to talk about. The average was 17 days. We all know what averages are, but the number that interests me a lot more is the median. And the median days on market for Tippecanoe County was 4 in July. That means of those 195 sales, half of them sold in 4 days or less, and half of them sold in 4 days or more. So if your house went on the market on a Monday, it was sold by Thursday. And that is the case for almost 100 homes in Tippecanoe County in July. So that's how hot the market is. Let's talk about pricing and value. So list prices. The most expensive home listed in Tippecanoe County in July was a cool $1,300,000. On the flip side, the low was $79,000. So there's a little bit of a disparity for you. $79,000 versus $1,300,000. The average list price, $353,500. But again, averages get pulled out of whack by these big numbers like $1,300,000. So we want to talk about the median. The median list price was $324,900. So about $29,000 less than the average. So $324,900. Again, about 100 homes sold for $324,900 or less, and about 100 sold for $324,900 or more, or were listed rather. Finally, the actual sales price. We're talking now, the house was listed for this much. This is what it actually sold for. We'll compare the two in a second here. The actual sold price, the high was $1,200,000. The low was $65,000. The average was $351,100, and the median was $315,000. So again, about 100 homes sold for $315,000 or less, and about half, 100 or so, sold for $315,000 or more. What does that mean? Well, let's compare list price to sold price. So up at the top end of the market, the high was $1,300,000 list. It sold for $1,200,000. So $100,000 off of asking at $1,000,000 plus. So they had to accept a slightly lower offer. Who knows exactly why? But that's on $1,000,000 plus home. On the low end, the low list was $79,000 and the low sale was $65,000. So there's quite a delta there, about $14,000 difference. So that person that offered at 79 wound up taking a 65. I guarantee you that house needed some work. Maybe it was something that had fire damage, water damage. Maybe it was literally a shed. Who knows? I didn't see what the actual one is. There's a story behind there. So that's where we start getting to averages and medians. The average list price, $353. The average sold price, $351. So a delta of only $2,000. On average, people only took $2,000 off of their asking price. And on the median, a little bit more. $324,900 was the median ask. $315,000 was the median sold. So about a $9,000 to $10,000 price difference at the median. So if you take your median as your average of choice, then you could ask for about $9,000 to $10,000 off at the median. Now the reality is up at the higher end of the market, you're going to see more of that price change differential than down at the lower end of the market, but we did look at that low sale and there's quite a big delta there, so it's not exclusively there, but it's definitely the outliers. What does that mean longer term? Well, let's look at our medians year over year. In 2022, the median price in all of Tippecanoe County was $249,500, just a hair under $250,000. In 2023, the median ticked up about $18,000 to $19,000 to $268,800. So far, through 7 months of 2024, we're at $286,800. We've gone up about $18,000 median price in Tippecanoe County so far in 2024, and we still have another third of the year to go. So we will probably wind up about where we've been winding up the last few years. Property values continue to increase, supported by prices that people are actually willing to pay. So should you sell now? Your home has a lot of value. Should you buy now? Prices aren't going down. So I sound like a salesman, and I am, but I'm here to make sure that you find the home that works for you. And the reality is the market isn't going to crash. It will hopefully cool off a little bit and not keep expanding quite as fast, and those prices will continue to go up, just not quite at the mad rate that they have, but they are not going to tumble. So if you're interested at home here in the Lafayette area, there's really no better time to act than right now. And of course, each person's situation is unique, and I'd love to chat with you about that. If you are interested about home here in the Lafayette area, whether you need to sell, whether you need to buy, whether you're having kids and need to move up, whether you're an empty nester and need to get rid of the extra room, whether you've got some hobbies and you need more space to spread out, if you've got animals or horses or whatever it might be, I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. I'm Geoff Gooch with the Russell Company, powered by App Properties. All of my contact information is right here. Give me a call, text, or email. You can load everything digitally into your phone with the QR code right here. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and check out all of the content here on our channel.